Hello, everybody. We're doing this reaction just a little bit different here today. Just because it's on Twitch and there's no way for me to do the videos how I normally do it. It's very tech, an issue with technology, and I don't want to go into it too much. But doing it here on StreamYard, you'll see me on the side along with the match going on at the same time, so it's just like normal. I'm pretty excited for this one. We got Mollie Damon, the wife of the demon, the wife of Star Wars Explained. Mollie Damon. This will be her second match. She has competed in a match before. She's also the very heavily favored in this match. Because for me personally, I feel like she knows a lot more than I think people are giving her credit for. I think she's learning a lot of information because she runs the channel along with Alex. So I feel like she knows a lot, and she's learning just by helping him run the channel, learning by osmosis. And then we got Adam Witt of the Movie Guys. They still have their podcast. They may not be a team in the Schmodown anymore, but they still have their podcast, and very funny guys. Adam has competed in one Star Wars match already this year. Did phenomenal. Pulled a 5-pointer out of thin air. Simply amazing. Mwah. So I'm very excited to see how this goes. So without further ado, let us get it going.
Man, that was something. And now we ain't done yet, partner.
Hey, we're just getting the engine warmed up, man. This diesel is going to keep on trucking, womp, womp, because we got another match. And Christian, I'm flabbergasted at the amount of knowledge that we just saw on display. But I don't think that level is going to dip at all with this next matchup between Mollie Damon and Adam Witt.
Agreed, Mark. I mean, this is that was everything I wanted it to be. It was everything I think the fans wanted it to be.
It was amazing. That match was amazing. I did record it, but it's not.
Look at Adam the Razor Witt.
I couldn't get it to work, so I'm kind of bummed about that.
Star Wars, and he had that major.
But this one we'll be able to watch.
And he still lost the match. And then Magic. Mollie Damon makes her return to Movie Trivia Schmodown. Of course, the wife of the current longest reigning Movie Trivia Schmodown Star Wars champion, Alex the Demon Damon. But Mollie has made it very clear. She wants to be on her own here, doing her own thing. It's one of the main reasons she joined Sam Levine and the Usual Suspects. It wasn't really a choice for her. I know that Roxy at one point wanted to have her on. I don't think she ever considered it. I think she always wanted to play with Sam. Sam was the one who made it clear that he thought everybody, including himself, were silly for not getting Mollie in the first place and silly for not picking up Mollie. And I think that Sam at one point had said to me, I didn't even realize, at that point I would have gone after her immediately. She would have been one of my first picks. And he was able to get her. Sam Levine, as much as people give him crap about, oh, he hasn't been around and this, and I know this fact it's due to his schedule and everything else, the guy has a sports mind, and you can see it. And you look at what he's done
if Mollie goes really far here, could get them a lot of points.
Look what he did.
That's what these tournaments, both of these tournaments are, is they're offering teams that maybe lower down in the standings to really make a run.
So Sam
there and try and catch those top three of
the
Finstock Exchange, the Den, Swag, because really after that, it's really not that close after the top three. So I'm very interested to see how these teams do with these tournaments, if they can rack up some points. But if the Finstock Exchange and the Den and Swag, if their members in these two tournaments do really well, it really won't matter.
It is the narrowest
so
of
it's going to be very interesting.
Comfortable and feeling appreciated and feeling like you're really a part of your faction and greater than just yourself, that it's the sum of all these parts adding up to something special, that means something, especially in these matches that could go to sudden death.
All right, I can already see the competitors are ready. The managers are here. Mark, let's get going, my man.
Do I have to say I'm ready again? Because it still carries over from last one.
We're going to play a really cool little thing.
I'll say I'm ready then.
All right, you're ready.
All right, I'm ready. Oh, we got another promo. Let's see this.
What are you doing?
My Star Wars knowledge has always been there. But now it's awake, and I fear what I might become.
I can't help you. I came to the Schmodown to win. I intend to keep that, though.
belts.
So funny.
This is the match. This is the one I've been waiting for.
So Sam Levine picking up a very strong competitor here.
I was going hard to get her on The Usual Suspects because I firmly believe she is the top competitor, pretty much next to Alex.
That was me basically being like, I'm taking this belt.
Yeah.
From my husband.
Yeah.
Hello there.
You got the wrong Damon, bub. Adam Witt is hungry. He's ready to eat some younglings with a side of broccoli.
I'm here to put the Star Wars champion back on notice.
Adam Witt. That's a cute shirt. I hope that's not the only deep cut you know. I've been in this game a long time. I may have only competed once, but technically I've studied for 7 matches.
She has watched all the matches so far.
I'll just say I was very excited with today's match, not just for me.
I'm sitting here playing chess. When this match is over, when this tournament is over, the only Damon people are going to be talking about in the Star Wars League from now on, it's going to be Mollie Damon.
Oh, let's go.
Does Alex think the belt's safe because you're in the tournament? Not if anything to say about it I have.
Dulce Dauphine?
I knew it was Dulce Dauphine and IJT to be a jerk.
Overconfidence implies she's overestimating herself, and she's not.
I've been in the shadows pulling the strings for too long. If you ever see Alex look to the side during one of his matches and smile, that's him thanking me for reminding him how many horns are on Darth Maul's head.
His faith in his new apprentice, misplaced maybe. There's always a bigger fish, and that bigger fish is me.
Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Movie trivia schmoodown. Let's go.
All right, Mark. I mean, it's again, props to Eric, the great Nerd Chronic, for. I mean, I get so hyped watching this, goosebumps, and to see both of these competitors, they won it, and now, especially, I'm sure they were both watching that last match. At least you would assume that they're both watching that last match, and it makes me hyped because they're like, okay, that's the competition. That's who I'm playing next. I'm playing Andrew DiMolanta because Andrew DiMolanta had to turn some heads with that performance, but
was really good.
Mollie Damon or Adam Witt, and you did just as well. You're like, yeah, all right, let's do it.
Hey, you know, Christian, you haven't been out of stand-up comedy that long to forget the fact that when you are about to go up and you see someone on stage before you crush, it elevates your game, or it might shrink your game depending on your experience level. So I think that them watching what just went down, maybe one of them gets energized and says, it's go time right now, game time who? And the other one, maybe they shrink a little bit. We're about to find out. But given those promos, I'd say Adam with a nickname like the Razor, of course he's ready. And did you see how magic Mollie looked when she was doing the evil Rey from Rise of Skywalker? That is scary stuff.
It was
She's
awesome.
one of the more anticipated competitors that we have. I mean, because everything she just said in that promo, she's been working with Alex Damon, and you see what Alex Damon has done. He's the longest reigning, most dominant champion we've ever had. Yeah. And she's been in his corner since day one. So she knows, you assume what he knows. So let's see how that pans out. But I want to get to the standings here, because if you look at the standings once again, now that we know the Finstock Exchange picks up,
like I said, the top three is where it's close, and then it's a huge drop off.
Battle between
look at that drop off, 13-6.
Get out of last place. You have the Usual Suspects with 4 points, the Dungeon with 4 points. They both need this, and they both need it bad. Whoever wins this match, it allows them to start putting up that fight, and it'll catapult them into 4th place with a win. So this is a big, massive match for both of these factions, and especially after the fact that the Finstock Exchange now built up a couple more points there, Mark.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, look, if you're a Star Wars fan, you care about the trivia, but any fan or purveyor or somebody who's ever seen a sport, if you have the opportunity on the line to go from 9th place potentially or 8th to number 4 in the standings, that is monstrous, and that is must-see TV, or in this case, internet.
Yeah, that's right. Either one of these teams will be in 4th place by the end of this match. The question, who will it be? Well, to find out how they feel about it, we're going to bring in the manager of the Dungeon,
oh my,
Kaiser, and the manager of the Usual Suspects, the Inglorious One, the Hall of Famer, the former singles champion, former teams champion, the great Inglorious Bastard himself, the Inglorious One, Sam Levine.
You sure you don't want to take 6 or 7 minutes to give him another introduction? I mean, did you get every accolade in there you could, Harloff?
I think he earned it. I don't know what you've earned
Thank
yet.
you very much. We didn't even talk about my time on That's So Raven.
That's right. Well, that was my next question, Sam. So during your time, look, let's start with you. You know, just to make you feel better, Kaiser, we're going to start with Sam. All right, Sam. So, look, I said it up top here. Kaiser is taking shots. Kate is taking shots about the schedule and everything too. Clearly, I mean, the reason you took this gig in the first place is the fact that you were going to make moves. You did make moves. You got yourself Ethan Irwin. You picked up Mollie Damon. So tell me about Mollie Damon. What was the choice always to go after Mollie? Was that one of the first choices during free agency?
The minute I learned that she was not attached to a faction, I said, how do we get her? I want her playing with the Usual Suspects. She's going to be an absolute beast. It was totally my fault for misunderstanding at draft day. I thought someone had picked her up in one of the later rounds after we were the live stage show. And so that was months, like 2 months that I thought she was playing with someone else's faction. And then when I learned that she was available and that free agency was going to be a thing, I pushed hard because she is going to be an absolute terror in the Star Wars division.
Kaiser, look, you've been pushing Adam. You chose Adam during the draft, confident in Adam during the draft. You put him in the Star Wars division. He had a great fight against Sean Sullivan. So how's he feeling? How are you feeling about him going up against the Inglorious One over here? And, of course, Magic Mollie Damon.
I've never felt better about Witt's game. He's been training in the dungeon every night with the boys. We've been running serious drills. The guy's going to be a absolute fireball today. Come out and I don't know which one of you said Sam has a great sports brain. I don't know what he's ever proved. I mean, I guess if you're playing a pickup game of square ball with the cast of Family Ties, maybe you want him there to help you out with that. Maybe a pickup game of kickball. I don't know, but I've never seen him do anything in this league. One of my favorite actors, Bad Manager.
All right. Wow. Shots fired there. Good,
wow.
Shots fired.
Christian,
Shots fired.
Flying fast and furious here between the two managers. So I'll just tidy things up by saying, look, Kaiser, I know you don't want to hear any more Sam's credit, so I'll ask you the question. As a freak, a geek, and a member of a modern family, how has Adam been training for this? Because we know Mollie gets to train virtually all the time. So can you give us any specifics as far as the drill that you were running with Adam to get him prepped to go against Sam's competitor?
Well, I don't believe she's training all the time. I mean, the minute Alex opens up his mouth, I'm falling asleep. So I'm sure she's gonna follow suit. Guy doesn't really have much to offer. Good sport, good Star Wars brain, but I don't know that he's a real champion. I think Adam Witt is your next Star Wars champion. He's gonna prove it. He's gonna run through this tournament. I've never seen anything like the level the Dungeon's playing at, and I give a lot of that credit to Kevin Smets because he's taken on the role of a coach the last couple of weeks because we're waiting for him to play against the kid who works at PetSmart, Chandru. So, eventually we'll get a piece of him. But I give a lot of credit to Smets for getting Zipper ready, Parker ready, and most importantly, Witt was beating Smets all of last night in our training session. So I feel good about where he's at.
All right.
Kaiser might need a manager to teach him how to hold a sword.
Yeah, maybe it could be. I think you're doing that a little wrong, but that's
What are you talking about? I'm like Cain. I walk the earth.
That's fine.
Kaiser, did somebody kick you out of the house? Why are you not? I don't even understand. You're throwing shade at me. Where's your
did somebody kick me out of that? What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Why aren't you inside? Why are you outside?
I've been kicked out of a lot of places, including my own house, so anything's possible.
I think your own pig picked you out of the house. Well, look, it is it's a battle here because, like I said beforehand, guys, this is the winner finds himself catapulted into fourth. The loser stays in dead last here. So this is a big, big match between both you guys. I wish you good luck. Well, Sam, good luck. All right. See you later, guys.
Can we give them their own sitcom on Quibi?
I maybe. Mark, so the managers have spoken. Now it is time for the players to make it into the arena, but are you ready?
As you wish.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
time for the movie trivia schmodown.
Introducing first. representing the Usual Suspects with a record of 0 wins, 1 defeat. She is Magic Mollie Damon. Magic Mollie Damon, you have made it back to the Schmodown. Look, you and I we talked in the beginning of the year. We talked last year, and there was a little bit of hesitance at first to return, but then I haven't really talked to you about this at all, and I'm so curious to hear it. There was like, sometimes, when I'll call a competitor and I'll ask them if they're interested in coming back. It's like, I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure. It was almost like you were knocking down the door. Something happened where it all changed and you wanted back in a bad way. What changed?
I don't know. Something just clicked in my brain, I think. We do all these other trivia things. We do Trivia Dragon Con, and I got close to winning that. So I was like, hey, I think it's my time.
Mollie, has there been any discussion between you and your counterpart as to what could happen should you win this match, then a couple more matches down the road? You see where I'm getting here?
I mean, yeah. He knows who's going to win.
Wow. I love it. I love the confidence. It's a pleasure to have you back. I'm so glad that you're back, and I'm looking forward to seeing the match here. I'm going to put you in the waiting room until
Baby Yoda
your opponent in here. Thank you.
or
Mollie.
the child.
Plenty of magazines to read in that green room.
And her opponent. Representing the Dungeon with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat in the Star Wars division. He is Adam the Razor Witt. Adam the Razor Witt, it's a pleasure to have you back, my friend. How are you doing? This has been there's been a lot of hype so far in this match. Mollie Damon obviously getting a lot of attention here, but you have also gotten a lot of attention from that great 5-pointer. You didn't win the last match, but you did put up a fight. Maybe people didn't know how you were going to be. How are you feeling going into this one?
I feel great. I've actually had time to, study and that sort of stuff. We had kind of short notice on that last thing. So I was pretty confidence-inducing in the fact that I only missed a couple, and I really kind of just got called that day to come in, which now that we've all been home and everything, I'm glad we said yes and went in and played that. That was good. So I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I'm here talking about Star Wars. Everything, they call it studying, but I call it watching Star Wars movies because I used to get in trouble in school for not studying and instead watching Star Wars movies. And I feel that society has reversed and vindicated all of those choices now. So thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Christian. Thank you for creating a league where we're watching Star Wars is cool.
Brown. I guess if you go back and you think about it, I mean, I don't want to call you an elder statesman, but you got some experience on you. So where were you when the prequels came out? And did you ever think that, hey, one day I'm going to have to answer a lot of correct trivia questions about these movies I'm waiting in line to go see?
I never thought it would come in handy. I really thought it was something I was just doing out of a labor of love. And you guys know every once in a while in your life, you meet other people that are as obsessive about it. And of course, there was an atomic explosion when I met the Schmodown of people that could actually talk about this stuff. And that's, no, I mean, of course, I was there opening day. I waited in line, all that sort of stuff. And as far as I knew, that was the last Star Wars movie we were ever going to get.
Well, fast forward now, not only do we have more movies and more TV shows, and now we have the Star Wars Schmodown, and this is the tournament. This is the first round, and we now bring back Mollie Damon here. We have Adam, the Laser Witt. Okay, we're the laser today. I see what you're doing. I see what you did there.
See what I did there? Thank you. See, that's why I like you, Christian. You could see what I did there.
Sometimes. All right. So I would like to say thank you to both of you to be here right now, but I also like to thank Mark Ellis, as he is now going to have the rules of round number 1.
It's my pleasure, Christian, because I get to hear this warm Vermont maple syrup voice some more. In round number 1, competitors, you're going to hear 10 questions from 10 different corners of movie, trivia, schmodown, Star Wars, galactic know-how. Each question's worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question, and there is no stealing, at least not in round number 1. Like I said, each question is worth 1 point. As soon as we ask it, please write down your best attempt at an answer with whatever utensil you have handy on whatever tablet you have provided for yourself. Once we ask you by name or nickname altered to fit Star Wars, please show what you wrote to your camera at the same time you verbally answer into your microphone. Each competitor has 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match, named for famed Dagobah resident JTE. If you're not sure you heard a question right, you want to buy yourself some time, use the JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be issued by your manager at any point throughout the 3-round match. And Christian, as we saw in the last contest, these matches don't necessarily just go 3 rounds, and the competitors can say, hey, I think I want to challenge that, and then have the dialogue before the challenge is officially issued by their manager.
Now, a few things, guys. I know that you've been told this before the match. Make sure, please, that you have on the private chat. That is how you will be able to talk to your managers, and we do not want, even though the audience knows not to share any answers, because if they do share answers in the comments, they'll be removed.
The boot.
But do not, the only way to talk to your manager is through the private chat, please. And after you write down your question and during round 2 and round 3, please make sure that your hands are visible during the match. All right. So with that, I ask Molly, are you ready?
I am ready.
I ask Adam, are you ready?
Is the answer you were looking for a twin pod cloud car pilot?
Well, I'll take that as you're ready. Then
let's get ready to schmodown.
All right, everybody, round number 1, question number 1. Here we go. We start with Revenge of the Sith.
What's the
first question? Who says, I sense great fear in you, Skywalker. You have hate, you have anger, but you don't use them?
Christian, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you go to Comic-Con in 2005 to watch Revenge of the Sith footage?
Was there for the title. 4, 5, 4, 3.
Count Dooku.
2, 1. Pens down, please. And Molly.
Count Dooku.
Yes. And Adam.
Count Dooku.
1-1. Mark, next question.
He's got a funny name. Your next category is in The Force Awakens, Episode 7. And the query is, how long has Maz Kanata run her watering hole on the planet Tokadana?
Bless you.
I would love to go to that watering hole. It looks like a lot of fun. Probably gonna fight.
Yeah, you'll get no fight. 5, 4, 3.
100
2,
years?
1. Pens down, please. And Adam.
Over 1,000 years?
Yes. All right. That is correct. And Molly.
1,000 years.
Oh.
All right. So wait. So Sam, you're coming in to challenge that.
Yeah, I just saw something fairly recently about something having to be very specific, so I'm going to go ahead and challenge that.
Too many words on my board. I got it.
Give me your full challenge.
I think you understand my full challenge.
You
were looking for a specific number, not any number over 1,000 years.
Okay. So
did I not know the answer? Is that what we're saying? We're saying I did not know that answer. That I didn't know.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that apparently specificity is very important in this league.
I'm hearing that I didn't know the answer, just didn't even know it.
Cool. All right, here we go.
Wow.
So we're gonna
challenge right away.
Give me a second. We're gonna challenge right away. With Sam Levine, not surprising, but I understand the challenge. All right, so let's we'll be right back.
Wow, right away. Got that challenge right away. So that's interesting. I mean, I wasn't even close. I said 100. But they are very specific and particular on like either spelling or saying it right. So it would make sense that they would want it to either, because if you say over 1,000, that could be any number. So I think it makes sense there for them to challenge, because if it's supposed to be exactly 1,000, if you write more than 1,000 years, that's not correct. So we'll see what they end up doing here. Hopefully the chance doesn't take too long. Do 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 do.
We have talked to both the writer and we've talked to Mark Ellis. We've talked through it, and we are going to say that Sam Levine's challenge is withheld. The answer was
upheld.
Years, not over 1,000 years. So Mollie Damon will get that point there. Adam Witt will not. All right. So we're going to put you guys back in there. And because of that, Mollie will still keep her challenge, but it will be 2-1. 2-1. Damon over Witt. So far, 2-1. Next question. And are you guys both ready? So we'll start with Mollie. You ready? Yes. Yeah. And let me do this again. Sorry.
Got to get them in order. There we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here's the next question for question number 3. The Empire Strikes Back. What did the rebels on Hoth reroute all power into when they detect Darth Vader's fleet?
That was a good deep breath into that microphone, Christian. That was Roka level.
Yeah, I just, it's like, you have to. This is why Sam's a good manager, though. You have to be prepared for a lot of challenges. But
they're also not to be not used.
Oh, 4. He should have used it. 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And generator? Mollie.
Shield generator.
Shield generator, yes. And sorry, Adam.
Deflector shield.
Shield is correct. So we're gonna go energy shield.
Challenge.
Energy shield, planetary shield.
Yeah, but they didn't. The line is not what Mollie just answered. The line we're looking for. Hate to do this, but it's not.
All right, let's bring in the manager.
I don't think the line is what.
See if Kaiser wants
to just answer.
Kaiser, do you want to challenge it?
We're going to challenge that.
Right off the bat. Here we go.
Hey, getting these out of the way early.
Or maybe we will, maybe we won't.
Not the line.
All right.
For nothing, you never even explained what you just said. The other kid's challenge was upheld. No one even gave me a reason why that I was gone.
Reason why you didn't. Well, if you had something in your ears, that's something else. We clearly said the reason why is because the line was 1,000 years and not over 1,000 years.
So what's the line here? So what's the line here?
What is your challenge here, Adam? Full challenge.
The line is switch all power to the deflectors. The line is what it says to do is not divert power to the shield generator. I think it's a deflector shield.
But did you ask? Was the question about a specific line?
The question was, what did the rebels on Hoth reroute all power into when they detect Darth Vader's fleet? It wasn't a specific line. It was what did rebels on Hoth reroute all power into when they detect Darth Vader's fleet?
Right. And just before we go mute our mics and go to the challenge graphic, can I get one more time Mollie and Adam's original response to the question so we have it on file?
I erased it, but it was shield generator.
Deflector shield is mine.
And Adam said deflector shield. Okay. We will be right back.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go again. Wow. 2 straight questions, 2 straight challenges. But Adam's right. The line, now that he said it, it did refresh my memory. They said, forward all power to the deflector shield. A deflector shield and a shield generator are not the same. So we'll see what they end up deciding. Is Adam going to keep his challenge? We shall see. Do 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 do. Probably shouldn't do that because it will get flagged. All right, let's see. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Oh, looks like this is taking a little bit longer. So it probably means they're discussing just a little bit more in detail as to what is being, if it's going to stay or not.
All right, we're coming back here now. All right, Mark, we have.
All right, what did they decide?
Had the conversation, and now we will have the ruling. Mark, go ahead.
That's right. As you look at this beautiful cityscape behind me, I'm going to say that's Coruscant. We have come up with a ruling. The challenge is upheld in that Mollie did not have the correct answer. However, Adam Witt did also not have the correct answer. We were looking for Energy Shield. And so while Adam and Kaiser do retain the challenge, so they keep their challenge. So each team still has one challenge left.
So they win the challenge, but doesn't get the point. We can
now continue with the third question. Christian, this really has an impact simply because now there's no perfect round ability for the competitors.
Yeah, at the end of it so far, so this is the fourth question, and it's 2-1. Mollie has the lead as we get to question 4. Mark, question 4.
Oh, happy to read it. All right. Let the controversy continue with the Phantom Menace is your next category. Who did Anakin and Shmi belong to before they became the property of Watto? Watch this real-time magic, Christian. You ready?
Nice. And 5, 4, 3.
Gardula the
2,
Hutt?
1. Pens down, please. And Adam Witt.
Gardula the Hutt.
That is correct. Mollie.
Gardula the Hutt.
3-2. Damon holds her lead. As we get to our next question here, Rogue One. Before entering Jeddah City, Jin told Cassian that they should leave K2SO behind, except she referred to K2 as something else. What did she call him?
Ooh.
That's all right. Hey, Christian, we got through a question.
Don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
We got through one.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Adam, pens down. And Mollie?
Target practice.
Yes. And Adam?
Target practice.
You got it. Okay. So he had it. He had it, Sam. I see you making your face. I looked at the E. He's got it. So target practice it is. That is correct. 4-3. All right. Next question.
Next question is in the world of Return of the Jedi. And your question for Mollie and Adam. How many Ewoks helped Chewie commandeer an Imperial walker? Do love this scene. This entire battle is just so well done.
Yeah, it is a good one. And 5, 4,
2,
3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Adam?
2.
Yes, Mollie.
2.
There we have it. 5-4. Mollie Damon keeping her 1-point lead. Excuse me, 4-3. Mollie keeping her 1-point lead. Or 5-4. Keeping her 1-point lead. Here's our next one.
Challenge, Christian.
We've rattled everyone.
5-4. Here's the next question. The Rise of Skywalker. The Rise of Skywalker is the next question. Who rescues Rey and the others on Pisana when they are found by a stormtrooper during the festival?
All right. How many Ewoks do you think it takes to defeat one Wookiee? Is the question, Christian?
A ton.
Say 4?
Yeah, maybe more. 5,
maybe
4,
Lando Calrissian.
2, 1. Pens down, Molly.
Lando.
Yes, and Adam.
He's not a system, he's a man.
That is true. We see 6-5. 6-5. Okay, here we go.
Yes, it is. Your next question is in the world of Attack of the Clones, episode 2, and the query therein: who interrupts Shmi Skywalker's funeral with an urgent message?
Now, I do like this question. I got to tell you.
You think it's pretty unchallengeable, or just because you like the question?
Both.
Oh,
4.
C-3PO.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And we start with Adam.
C-3PO.
That is incorrect. Molly?
R2D2.
That is correct. Molly sees herself with another point there. Here we go. Yes.
I'm saying C-3PO interrupts with a message from R2D2, right?
Is that your challenge?
Yeah, that's my challenge. Because like,
hold on. Well, you can't. Kaiser.
Yeah, we're going to challenge that.
What was the question again? I guess before I challenge.
Well, no, you've already had a challenge. You're challenging it in there, and I'll tell you if you're going to challenge it, you have challenged.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So
we're going to do this, but
feel good about it.
We're going about it. All right, we're going back. We'll go.
Good call, Witt. Good call, cuz.
Sorry, but I got to do it.
Challenge again, and we'll be right back.
You get a challenge. You get a challenge. Everybody gets challenges. Yay! No. But it's a good challenge because C-3PO says they have a message, but R2's actually the one carrying the message. So, yeah, we'll see if he can win another challenge. We shall see.
Coming back. All right, here we go. So now we bring in both Mollie Damon, Adam Witt. So we spoke to the writer who watched this scene last night when he wrote the question. C-3PO was there the entire time. R2D2 is not there, and then he interrupts. So R2D2 does interrupt. R2D2 is the correct answer.
Okay.
Mollie
Damon
keeps the point, and now the dungeon and Adam would have lost their only challenge.
This is why
so happy
I don't compete.
And there was much rejoicing.
But to be fair, it was a good challenge, and the writers have again confirmed it. So there we go. So now we get to our next question. Here we go. And the question was asked a long time ago. All right, so let's not have that conversation all over again. So let's let everybody know that questions from previous seasons can appear in this match. So
we're all good, Christian. We're all clear now. We're all fine here now. How are you?
We'll find out. So Molly, even if something's correct, please challenge it. So we can overrule. Here we go. All right, next question. I'm kidding. That question was R2D2 was the answer. All right, here we go. Next question. The Last Jedi. What color is the plume blum lapel of the Master Codebreaker that Maz sends Finn and Rose to find? What color is the plume bloom lapel of the Master Codebreaker that Maz sends Finn and Rose to find?
I'm going to challenge that, Christian. It's plum bloom.
Whatever.
Whatever. Damn challenges.
There. 5, 4, 3,
Pink.
2, 1. Pens down. Molly.
Red.
Yes, and Adam.
Red.
Darn it.
It's true.
Should've went
Somehow,
with my
guys,
first
this is a
instinct.
longer match than the previous match. All right, here we go. So we're in round 1. All right, here we go. Mark, last question in this round.
Really? Okay, this is your last question in round number 1, and it's in the category of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. And the question: what kind of creatures do we see stormtroopers ride on Tatooine in A New Hope?
I believe they're called banthas.
And then the announcers rest. Can't hear. There we go.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Adam.
You're back.
Yes.
Dewbacks.
Yes. Okay. So at the end of that round, we got there, ladies and gentlemen.
It took a while, but we got there.
9-7, as we find ourselves with Mollie Damon missing 2 points here over Adam Witt. So now we will drop out Adam for a moment, and we're going to read the rules first around number 2. Mark, how does it go?
That's right. Round number 2, in which the usual suspects still have 1 challenge to be used, and they also get first spin at the wheel. If that's what they want to elect to do, you can also defer to your opponent. Once you do finally settle on a wheel category, you're going to be asked 5 questions in that world. Each question's worth 2 points. There is no penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, feel free to ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. Keep in mind, competitors, your usages of the JTE rules still remain. So, Christian, it's really Mollie's game at this point. Does she want to go ahead and spin or defer to Adam, the razor/laser? Mollie and Sam, how y'all feeling?
Well, we're going to give you guys 60 seconds to talk it out here, Sam, starting now.
60 whole seconds. Oh, we got 60 seconds. We can kick back and relax.
You can talk about
I want to
anything.
tell you how proud I am of you for maintaining your composure. That was what I will certainly go down in history as one of the most controversial first rounds of any match we've ever had. But you handled it like a pro. I'm very glad that our challenge was upheld. I respect the other side for making that challenge in the middle. And as it turned out, it would have gone either way. Either both of you would have been correct or both of you would have been incorrect. But then they're out of challenges. So no more worries about them challenging any of your answers from here on out. It's what you know, what you don't. As far as this one, what do you want to do with round 2?
I will defer.
All right.
All right. So thank you to Mollie and Sam. We're going to drop you guys out there. And we will bring back both the Razor and the Kaiser.
We have 1 challenge, by the way. Count Dicky Doku got it wrong.
No,
you lost the
No,
challenge.
because we were given back a challenge.
Yeah, then you lost it.
How's
No,
that?
no, no,
I have 3. I used 2.
Challenges? You only have 1 challenge.
Yeah.
Not in the Star Wars match. I'm using Jedi mind tricks on you.
You realize what the idiocy that you were talking about halfway through that statement. All right. So I'm going to give you 60 seconds to talk to your competitor. Go.
Whit.
Yeah, Kaiser.
You're in the dungeon now. You're not in some flophouse faction. So you need to go out there and cut this lady down. She's got good knowledge, but she's not you. She hasn't been watching these movies for decades. Let's go. Go with wisdom. Go with your heart. Take a breath. This is your game.
All right. All right. So let's now bring that wheel up. Here is the wheel. Here's the spin. Here it is.
And here we
Here we go, round and round. Chris Barnes, UK, that was definitely an intentional pun for Mollie's game.
Last Jedi. Last Jedi. You're going to stick with The Last Jedi? You're going to spin away again. 60 seconds to discuss it here, starting now.
I'll spin again just to see if I get some. Yeah, spin again.
All right.
Good call.
Here we go. Takes the spin. This is it. Whatever it is here, we're going to bring Mollie back.
That's right. No opponents, no spinner's choice lurking on the wheel today, and it looks like it's going to be
Revenge of the Sith.
Drop
Or
Kaiser out.
fifth.
We're going to bring Mollie
That's
back.
the 5th.
Okay. So again, please, Mollie and Adam, make sure that you have your hands visible during this entire round, please. Thank you. As we asked the questions, there's going to be 5 questions in the realm of Revenge of the Sith for Adam Witt here. Remember, Mollie can steal in this round should she have the opportunity. All right, Adam, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here you go. In Revenge of the Sith, how many times did Obi-Wan say Anakin had actually saved his life? As there was one instance that he didn't count.
9.
Correct. For 2 points. All right. Question 2. How does Mace Windu disarm Palpatine during their duel?
Knocking him on his feet and crawling him back? Knocking him on his back?
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
First one. How does Mace Windu disarm Palpatine during their duel?
Multiple choice.
A, a force push. B, a punch to the gut. C, he shatters Palpatine's lightsaber. Or D, a kick to the face.
Force push?
Force push?
That's incorrect, Molly. The choices are A, force push. B, punch to the gut. C, he shatters Palpatine's lightsaber. Or D, kick to the face.
Shattered, is it?
Shatters his lightsaber?
Looking for kick to the face. Kick to the face was the answer. Kick to the face. All right. So here is question number 3. In Revenge of the Sith, what did Obi-Wan say to Anakin that he was not brave enough for?
Politics.
For 2 more points. That's correct. All right. Here you go.
God, these questions are really hard.
Which Jedi was seen killed on Felucia during Order 66?
I said the Isla, I think.
Ayala Secura.
For 2 points.
Yeah, I got the first time. I couldn't
Adam
remember.
Witt, who so far, that is question number
5, right?
4.
That was 4. So he's got a 4-point lead over Damon right now, Christian.
That is right. All right, here's your final question. In Anakin's conversation with Yoda, what does Yoda tell him leads to jealousy, the shadow of greed?
Attachment?
Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, fear, B, anger, C, love, D, attachment?
Attachment.
For 1 point.
Yeah, I would have gotten
All right.
2.
So we see ourselves there
To the who.
as Adam now hits that question. He sees himself with a 5-point lead. It is now 14-9. So Mollie Damon now will have her opportunity to just throw Adam Witt out in the waiting room as we bring back Sam Levine, who will have 60 seconds to talk to his competitor now.
All right. You know what you got to do? Only a 5-point deficit. If you need multiple, don't be afraid to go for it. Much less of a gap to close. So you got this.
Feeling good.
All right. Here we go. So bring the wheel up. Oh, hey, me. All right. There we go. Cool. And now we go with the spin. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, man. Video Drew throwing that pizza emoji up, making me hungry, Christian.
Yeah, I could go for some pizza. All right, here is the spin.
Oh, mixed bag, I believe it is.
It's mixed bag.
Respin.
Respin.
Here it is.
Seems like Molly wants to know what she's walking into here, Ken.
If it's mixed bag, do you throw Star Trek questions in there just to keep them on their toes?
Yeah, sometimes in Weekend at Bernie's.
And Spaceballs.
Revenge of the Sith we had already, so it'll be one more spin for Molly Damon.
What is the combination to Dark Helmet's luggage?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Actually, no, it's President Scrooge's luggage.
Solo.
Okay.
All right. So Molly Damon has Solo. All right, Sam, I'm going to drop you out there. Bring back Adam Witt in a moment here. And here we go. All right. So 5 questions, Mark, for Solo, Star Wars story for Molly Damon.
That's right, Molly. 5 questions in the world of Solo, a Star Wars story, brought to you by Denny's. Your first 5 question worth 2 points, unless you need multiple choice. What is the name of the precious hyperdrive fuel that Han continues trying to smuggle throughout the film?
Coaxium.
It is, and it is a pretty penny to get some of that. 2 points for Molly.
All right. Next question.
All right. Next up, what does Han tell Lando his father did for a living?
Multiple choice.
I can provide that for 1 point. Is it A, he was an Imperial officer? B, he was a smuggler? C, he worked in a CEC plant? D, he was a navigator on a spice freighter?
C.
C.
Yes, it is. Carillion Engineering Corporation. Good pension with them.
All right. So now we have question number 3.
Yep, that is right. And this could be for the tie if Mollie's able to get it right off the bat. Mollie, who kills Dryden Voss at the end of the film?
That's her name. Kira.
Five.
Oh, I'm blanking. Multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A, Han, B, Beckett, C, Kira, or D, Chewie?
Kira.
For 1 point, and Mollie is within one of Witt's lead with 2 questions left in round number 2. Mollie, here we go with your penultimate question in Solo, a Star Wars story. Warwick Davis reprises his role as what character from The Phantom Menace in Solo?
Weasel.
Wow.
2 points, and we have a new
Exactly,
leader
Christian.
atop the board,
Wow.
Christian. That is Mollie Damon. Now defeating Adam Witt by a point, but we still have 1 question remaining. Steele still in play. Mollie, last question before we get to round 3. On what planet do Han and crew attempt a rail crawler conveyance transport robbery for coaxium?
Vandor.
Almost got that out clean. Yes, it is for 2 points. And Christian, it is now a 3-point game in favor of Mollie Damon as we go into round number 3.
It was a big round there. Big round, 17-14. Both competitors using multiple choice, fighting tough. Mollie keeping that lead as she makes it into round number 3. But Adam Witt not making it easy here as we see ourselves 17-14. Mollie Damon has the lead. All right, Mark, so we get to round number 3. How's that go?
This match has already seen my reputation as a one-take wonder failed. Now let's see who falls in round number 3. Is it Mollie? Is it Adam? Round number 3. Each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a different corner of Star Wars movie trivia schmodown know-how. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next one's worth 3 points. Your last one, should we need it, is worth 5 big points. Mollie, since you currently have a 3-point lead, you're going to give us your 3 preferred numbers from 1 to 20 first, and then we'll get Adam's choices, which cannot be the same as Mollie's.
Okay, I'll go with 17, 1, and 9.
17, 1, and 9 for Mollie. And Adam?
19, 7, and 2. Oh, did she take 7?
No, she took 17.
7 and 2.
All right, 19, 7, and 2 for Adam Witt, and 7. All right, so we're going to bring back the managers here. So when the managers will be back here, we're going to let Sam can speak to Mollie first for 60 seconds. Sam, go ahead.
Mollie, you absolutely crushed it. You played perfect strategy in round 2, utilizing the much smaller points gap. You made all of those multiple choices work for you. You didn't miss anything. I'm so proud of you. Right now, you have a 3-point lead, which is great because Adam is going to have to answer 2 of his 3 questions to regain the lead. So that puts you in a really good spot. I feel very good. I know you do. Hang in there.
All right, thank you, Sam.
Let's go,
And,
Mollie.
Kaiser, you have 60 seconds starting now.
Witt, you take your time, man. You take a breath. This is yours. The good news is if Mollie loses, she still gets a puppy out of this. Obviously, Sam, is probably going to drop by with a gift bag or something. You're either going to walk home a winner or loser. So I want to see you do this for the dungeon, baby. You got this.
All right. Thank you to both Kaiser and Sam. Appreciate it there. Again, guys, same thing. Make sure hands are up during this round. Sam is correct. Adam Witt will start here. Adam chose category 19 for his first question here. Category 19. All right, Adam, excuse me. You chose creatures and aliens for your first one.
Oof.
Okay, here you go. Here is your first question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here you go.
For the trials.
What species is Sebulba?
Ooh.
A Doug.
2 points.
Wow.
A dog?
Yeah, he's a Doug. Yeah.
A dig.
2 points. All right. So now you have
Carl.
now you got to hit your 3-pointer. And here is the question. Shows category 7. Category 7, Force Awakens. All right, here you go. Captain Phasma orders Finn to submit his blaster for what?
Reconditioning? No, it's not right.
Inspection?
It's correct. 3 points. Big pull there
All
for
right. No
Adam Witt
TKO.
as he finds himself now 19-17. He has a lead, Mark. Now it bounces back to Mollie Damon, who has to hit her 2-pointer in order to tie the game. She chose category 17.
She did, Christian, and that corresponds to episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and Mollie Damon for the tie. Early in her round number 3. Mollie, what deceased Jedi Master was revealed to have secretly ordered the creation of the clone army?
Jedi Master Sifo-Dyas.
We're tied, Christian. That is correct.
We are tied, and Mollie will have an opportunity to hit her 3-pointer and retake the lead here. Mark, she chose category number 1 for the potential lead.
All right. For a 3-point lead, Mollie, that's what's on the table currently. Your 3-point question is in the category of Who Said It? Star Wars quotes. And your query therein. What villain said, I grow tired of asking this, so it will be the last time?
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Five.
Repeat.
4. First one.
In the category of Who Said It, what villain said, I grow tired of asking this, so it will be the last time?
Five. 4.
Vader.
That is incorrect. It was actually Grand Moff Tarkin looking for the rebel base with that quote.
All right. So with that, we're going to now bounce to Adam Witt, who will get an opportunity to hit his 5 and take the lead here should he hit this question. He chose category number 2, Adam. Category number 2, the Phantom Menace. Back to Phantom Menace. Here we go. Who is introduced as a 2-time winner of the Boonta Eve Classic before the race begins?
Sebulba?
5.
Repeat the question.
All right, here is your second one. All right. Who is introduced as a 2-time winner of the Boonta Eve Classic before the race begins? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, here is your last one. All right. Who is introduced as a 2-time winner of the Boonta Eve Classic before the race begins?
Team Topagales?
It's incorrect. Looking for Bowles Ruhr. Bowles Ruhr. All right.
All right.
So Mollie now has the opportunity to win the game should she hit this. If she misses, we're in another sudden death, my friend. So,
used to that.
All right. So Mollie Damon for her last one has category number 9.
That's right, Christian. And 9 corresponds to the wild, wacky, scary world of Star Wars villains. Villains is your category, Mollie, and for 5 points and the win to advance in the tournament. Your question is, before becoming Darth Tyrannus, Dooku left the Jedi Order and reclaimed his birthright of Count for which planet?
Wow. That is deep.
Sereno.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Magic Mollie Damon. Mollie Damon hits a big shot at the end, takes us
buzzer
out.
beater.
What a shot there as she
Wait, was that Alex?
My goodness, what a shot
Sitting
by
right there?
Damon, hitting the big
I'll have to go back
five-pointer.
and rewatch.
Nails it. And Mark, we see the advancement. We're getting Damon versus Demolanta. Oh, and Mollie Damon
I want
hits
to
a big shot
rewatch
at
again.
the end, takes us out. What a shot there as she hits it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's
what a shot by Damon,
hilarious.
hitting the big
That
five-pointer.
was probably
Nails
Alex.
it. And Mark, we see the advancement. We're getting Damon versus Demolanta.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. But man, what a match it was. Witt scrapping to the very end. Mollie Damon, I thought we were going to sudden death. But we're not. Wow. All right, look, so I'm going to just for the moment put Kaiser and Witt in the waiting room. We'll bring you guys in just a second. Sam, I know you had no idea if that was right, because and so as you're watching on the side there and you hear her shout that out, it's got to be, it's that feel. I saw you. I mean, it was just an amazing pull.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to challenge if you'd mark it wrong on nothing. I would have just challenged the challenge. What do we have left to lose? But that was, look, I am so proud of Mollie, not just for this match, but all the work that she has put in, what she accomplished today, what I know she knows is ahead of her, and I know she's going to be as much of a beast in every other match. Now she's tasted the victory, Christian. She knows how sweet it is. Oh, once you get it in there, Christian.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Mollie, let's
Way to
talk
go,
about
Mollie.
that.
You played like a veteran.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Feels pretty good.
Well, that's the thing. So Mollie, so look, this is a lot different than the first match. And correct me if I'm wrong. I feel in the first match, when you missed a couple, you let it get to you. And it seemed like you was like, and then even before when you said, oh, I blanked. And this let that overtake you. You shook it off and you played. Is that what happened? It seemed like that happened. And how did you pull that last question?
Honestly, I can't even remember the answer to the last question in the movie. I know it from Clone Wars, but my first match was live, and I completely forgot I could do multiple choice on one of my questions. So yeah, I think at some point in that match, also I just didn't really study as much, but yeah, I studied hard for this one, and I'm feeling pretty good.
It paid off.
Expect the study to kick into high gear now. So Sam, Mollie, whoever wants to take this question can. Now you know what's looking in front of you, and that is who we just saw in the previous match potentially. Mm-hmm. So what are your feelings? Is it time to start prepping for your next match, or is it time to rest? Do we celebrate a little bit? What's the strategy here?
I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah, I'm gonna start drinking pretty heavily. I don't know what you guys think. We don't have to play the match right now, so it's time to celebrate. Then we go back to work.
Yes.
Unbelievable. So, Sam, this is a massive, massive victory here for you guys, because now we see ourselves, as we talked about before, the usual suspects now. 7 points.
They go from
you're
8
out of the cellar. You're way
to
out of the
4th.
cellar. You're now in
God, that was
4,
a huge win.
Behind Swag, the Den, and the Finstock Exchange. You're looking up there. Inner Geekdom right around the corner.
Yeah, look at that. Highest amount of points with fewest amount of matches. That's got to be a record.
You got to be feeling good
it
about
is.
that. You got to be feeling good about that going in. And now you have these IG matches. You have this. And now this match, though, I mean, did you guys get an opportunity to watch the match that just happened between Demolanta and Scrimshaw, Sam?
I did. That's I'm thrilled that I did, because I that's why I felt very confident in our challenge of the 1,000 years. And I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I feel like anytime a challenge gets made and it maybe goes against you, even the strongest player can get a little rattled.
Agreed. And now we have, so Mollie, you are playing Demolanta. It is going to be a match that there's been talk of a Demolanta Damon match for a while, but now it is Demolanta Mollie Damon here. Are you excited about it? How do you feel?
I did not watch the match.
Okay.
I was just kind of chilling out before this. So I'm going to go watch that match now after this. But I feel really good, honestly.
Well, You earned it. It was a great match. We're going to bring you guys in just a little bit. Here's how it sizes up right now.
2
Mollie
weeks.
Damon faces
Next
Andrew
week is
Dinawanta.
Knapsack
That will happen
Cabrera.
on the 24th of June. Laura Kelly will await the winner of Ken Knapsack versus Andres Ace Cabrera. That happens next week. Sam, former member in Ken Knapsack there, do you think that Ken's going to be battling through here, or who do you expect? I know you expect Mollie to make the finals. We know that. Who do you expect Mollie to play in the finals?
If she's not playing Ken, then something went wrong.
Fair enough. All right, look, we're going to throw you guys just to the side for a second here. We'll see you in just a second when the patrons have an opportunity to ask you some questions. So thank you to both Mollie and to Sam. All right, guys, so remember, we're going to send the link out. We're going to send the link out to patrons. You want to be part of this stream, head on over to patreon.com/schmodown. Join at the $10 level. You can join and you can ask questions to both Sam and Mollie Damon in just a moment. But we're bringing back Kaiser, Adam Witt. Guys, listen, Adam, you've proven it once again, though, man. You sat there, you scrapped, you had a battle. And did you know that planet question at the end there, the 5-pointer?
No, that was a Dulce Dauphine sized question. I thought, oh, I never even heard that term or found it in any of the books or anything like that. That's Clone Wars makes sense. There's a lot of deficits in my Clone Wars.
You thought you were going to sudden death.
Yeah, that was very exciting. It's not now.
Fair enough. Kaiser, look, it's got to be disappointing. Obviously, you guys are in last place at the moment. However,
that's just paperwork. I don't pay attention to Excel spreadsheets. We'll see where I finish.
Parker hasn't played.
It's true. It's all that matters is where you finish.
Those are matches coming up around the corner, but you got to be proud of the way that the Razor played here today against Mollie Damon.
This is a game that comes down to 5-point questions often, especially when you've got two giants playing each other, and that's what we saw today. They traded blows. It came down to a 5, and she got it. Obviously, she's training hard with her, with the husband and everything. And I'm sure, she's going to do good in this tournament. I got a feeling she's going to play well. That said, I don't think Sam has proved anything as a manager. All he's proved is that he knew how to make a good trade. I'll give him that. Other than that, that's all on her. He didn't really do anything for her. Witt is gonna. Thank God now we can stop watching Star Wars movies, at least the ones pre George Lucas and Larry Kasdan, and can go watch Star Wars movies for fun and get this guy ready for a teams tournament later in the year, maybe singles. Witt is a very talented man. He can play in multiple divisions. And hey, it's a loss today, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be a win down the road for him somewhere else. So.
That's the question for Adam is where do you go from here mentally? What do you start preparing for? What are you in the Schmodown? What are you kind of tilting your tractor beam towards, as it were?
Well, I hear there's a singles tournament coming up. I'd love to get into singles because, I've been, when you study, you study, you're watching movies and you're kind of noting you're watching with the Schmodown goggles so that, and so now watching Star Wars with the Schmodown goggles, I'm kind of excited to get back to other movies and stuff to just go, and things I think will pop out more. It's, it's good training for Schmodown in general, this studying for Star Wars. I just like Star Wars more than almost everything.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you in here, man. I know. I mean, speaking off of it, we've talked many times about in general that how you've been, when you and Paul kind of came into this league together, and how passionate you guys are about it, and how much energy and that you've given to it. And I know that you want to do more, and I think that we'll see a lot more of you. So thank you for joining us here today.
One last thing I'd like to add. I don't think anybody's pointed out that Harloff, you kind of look like the manager of a strip joint on Tatooine.
Oh no! Technical difficulties. What happened?
I just have one last thing to say. I'm not going to challenge now, but just to replay because I swore I heard someone go and say the answer in the background. So I just checked that on there, but I'm not accusing anybody of cheating.
Wow.
But I swear I just heard maybe an Alex Damon going in the background.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, considering she has those headphones on plugged in too, very guaranteed probably not going to be able to even hear what the hell we were saying in the first place.
The old cough technique.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, Adam. Appreciate it. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. So,
wow, that was amazing. amazing job to everyone involved between the writers, the production team, Christian, Mark, the competitors. Both of these Star Wars matches were simply amazing. Both went down to the wire. The first one went to sudden death. One question was decided on a challenge. So I'm not sure that's ever happened before. So I thought that was cool. And this one came down to the 5-pointer. Mollie snatched it out of, actually, she knew it pretty quickly. So it's not like she had to think about it too long. So she did pretty well. Adam Witt also did very well. It was very exciting to watch. Very excited for all these future matches here. We got 2 more Inner Geekdom matches this week, and then we got matches next week. We got basically matches every week here going forward for a while. So I'm very excited to see what we have going forward. Make sure, if you haven't, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it, as I'm just trying to grow this channel. Make sure to like the video, leave a comment. Until next time, see you guys later.